Hi there, this is Gary Ryan Blair. It's about time somebody said it. Each one of us is biased. You're biased. I'm biased. The person to your left or right, well, they're biased as well. See, few people openly admit to being biased, but not me. I'm proud, I'm happy, and I make my living by sharing my bias with the world. Being biased is so important, yet it is so misunderstood. So your biases serve as an indispensable function in the production of every success that you experience in life. Your biases, when acted upon, is a sign to point you towards progress. However, depending on your perception, it will move you closer to or further from your goals. So few people choose to study their own inherent biases. And if they do, the strong tendency is to concentrate on the negative side of being biased and to ignore its positive contributions. Well, the bright side of being biased must be acknowledged for what they are and for why they exist. So success depends upon a powerful collection of strong, revered, and enforced biases. Unfortunately, being biased gets a bum rap. And unless bias is understood and respected as an integral part of success, it will remain widely perceived as unnecessary, racist, prejudiced, and objectionable, something that's to be shameful of and avoided at all costs. In other words, a proactive response to being biased is impossible as long as you see it only in negative terms. Remember, to be biased to be in favor of or against one thing, person, or group compared with one another. And when it comes to excellence, to integrity, to competition driving results and unleashing your greatness, I do not adhere to objective standards, nor do I make any pretense of being objective. I'm biased and I'm happy to crow about it. And it gives me great pleasure to provide you with the full Monty. I'm talking about disclosing my viewpoints, my opinions, and biases on what I believe is important in building a successful life, a strong family, a prosperous career, and in leading a company, community, or a country to greatness. See, I'm biased in favor of liberty and freedom over control and intimidation. I'm biased in favor of teaching people how to fish over giving them a fish. I'm biased in favor of having character over being a character. I'm biased in favor of taking responsibility over making excuses. I'm biased in favor of excellence over mediocrity. I'm biased in favor of raising standards over lowering them. I'm biased in favor of initiative over procrastination. I'm biased in favor of servant leadership over autocratic leadership. I'm biased in favor of intelligent risk-taking over the false security of the comfort zone. I'm biased in favor of kindness and compassion over sarcasm and meanness. I'm biased in favor of talking face-to-face over texting. I'm biased in favor of protecting good grammar over accepting slang and shortcuts. I'm biased in favor of increasing one's contribution over greed and self-interest. I am biased in favor of honesty and integrity over lying and deception. I am biased in favor of saving and investing over spending and indebtedness. I am biased in favor of going the extra mile over just doing enough to get by. I am biased in favor of leaving a proud legacy over leaving a large inheritance. I am biased in favor of sharing information over hoarding it. I am biased in favor of peace and understanding over war and conflict. I am biased in favor of honoring promises and commitments over discarding them when they become inconvenient. I am biased in favor of building an honorable reputation over having to defend a bad one. I am biased in favor of humility over arrogance. I am biased in favor of simplicity and common sense over complexity and nonsense. I am biased in favor of quality over quantity. I am biased and in favor of defending principle over surrendering it. I am biased in favor of challenging your limits over limiting your challenges. And I am biased and in favor of telling people what they need to hear or what they want to hear. So you still think you're not biased? Well, think again. See, it's time we stop looking at being biased as a bad thing and to start focusing on how we can boldly and courageously share our bias to make the world a better place. In the words of Muhammad Ali, a rooster crows only when it sees the light. Put him in the dark, it'll never crow. Well, I've seen the light, and I'm crowing. So what positive biases you're going to start boldly, proudly, and consistently crowing about today? And one final point we're sharing. I'm biased in a belief that the 100-Day Challenge is the best program in the world for transforming your life and driving radical results fast. So check it out at 100daychallenge.com and make it the very next thing you do.